Is there a pattern or a structure behind what people want? Do we make decisions based on logic and need, or are we just reacting to random sparks in our brains? And more importantly, for us, can marketing really connect into this structure? My name is Vullnet Veliaj. I'm a digital marketing and branding strategist, and it fascinates me how human psychology perfectly aligns with modern marketing. Because here's a fact. If we don't understand people's needs, we will never understand how they make decisions. And if we don't understand decision making, we can't influence it, whether if we're selling a product, promoting an idea, when building a brand, or even with just applying for a job. So, is there a structure to how people need things? Yes, and it all starts way back in the 1940s with a theory you've probably heard about called Maslow's pyramid of needs. Psychologist Abraham Maslow suggested that humans are motivated by 5 levels of needs. At the base, we have physiological needs: air, water, food, sleep, shelter, reproduction, just survival modes. Then we move up to safety needs: security, health, employment, property, and stability. Once those are met, we crave love and belongings, friendships, intimacy, romance, family, and connection. Above that comes esteem needs: respect, status, recognition, strength, and freedom. And at the very top, self-actualization, the drive to become the very best version of ourselves. Simple and logical, right? When you're hungry or in danger, you don't care about becoming your best self. You just want safety. But let's be honest, sometimes people skip steps. Someone struggling financially may still dream of changing the world, for example. So the theory is not always an absolute strict ladder, but it's still an incredibly useful reference model. Now, let's bring this into business and marketing, which is where this theory becomes gold. One of the first steps in any marketing strategy is defining your audience, but it's not just about the demographics like location, age, gender, or income. It's about the psychographics. What are their interests? What do they need right now in their life? With other words, where are they on this pyramid? Because if you try to sell a status symbol to someone still focused on basic security, you will fail. And if you offer just survival solutions to someone chasing self-development, for example, you'll feel irrelevant. Let's say, for example, someone's car breaks down and they need a mechanic right now, urgently. That's survival. They don't care about your brand story at all. They want fast and reliable. Someone who is buying a luxury watch instead to signal success, that's esteem level. They will research craftsmanship, heritage, brand story, and everything else, because they're not just buying a metal to measure the time. They are buying a story. They're buying a better version of themselves. So next time you sell something, or even when you buy something as a customer, think about these questions. Which need is really driving this decision? Which level of the pyramid are we addressing? If you align your product or message with the right need, your audience feels seen. Because people don't just buy products, they buy solutions to their internal motivations. Once we understand how people need, we start to understand how people decide. Thank you so much for watching. If you are interested to dive deeper into how psychology shapes marketing, branding, and buying behavior, see you in the next. Have a good time and take care.